I think I would just like to see them try to out late game PK here instead of
Just
jamming
running
it
it down.
early.
Yeah.
I feel like you have enough pressure picks with the Hebo, the BaRRaCCuDDa, and could call in that you don't need to. I mean, unless their mindset is just
But
we've
you
been
have to
making
run
too
it
many
down with that
mistakes.
comp. You have to run it down with that comp. There's no if they outscale you so hard. Scylla to Hebo, outscale. Awilix to Kama, it's close. Fenrir to Sobek, Sobek infinitely. Hachi to Cupid, you know that better than me. I think it's kind of even, right?
It's even. It just depends on like the support and jungle. You
All
can't really
right, let's
die
get
in that
into it.
lane.
Man, sometimes I don't know what you want to talk about. I just have to decide where to go. I think in this one, I think I know where you want to go.
All right, chat.
My
Starting the
God,
prediction soon.
Is Paul on Scylla again?
If they lose to Scylla again, this was the biggest ego ban mistake I've ever seen in my life. Even worse than your Apollo. Because that was crazy to me.
Yeah, I can't believe they kept betting Cupid. That was actually insane.
With what Paul has been doing in this set, unbelievable. Now, I like the direction Ghost has gone. I like the Hebo and the.
Isn't that just super bad for the
I
support?
think that makes a lot of sense.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
Isn't that super bad for the support? Like you go to contest, they hog it for free, and now you lose lane pressure.
Wait, what? Oh, they did the hog on Cupid's start.
Yeah, how's that good though? Because he gets level 2 or first, right?
Wait, yeah, why'd they go 2 hogs?
Who's the one who stole fire?
Oh, I understand. So they were wanting to do the fake pressure, but Zap being the true alpha male that he is, they just tanked the buff and did the buff.
Aggression from Sam, Cuvo, Fred has to give up the purification beads, but I don't know, man. How do I find it in me to get excited about a lead for Ghost?
You can't.
It has not mattered to PK.
How does Ghost mentally recover from being up 7K in back-to-back games, around 20 minutes, massive leads, and they throw them both? I mean, and look, again, it's not taking credit away from PK.
No.
But Ghost loses those games.
Yeah.
And then PK makes does perfectly, plays everything perfectly, and ends up winning them. I don't think any other team wins the games the way that PK has won these last two, but that doesn't mean that Ghost didn't throw them.
The poor players is different.
How does your shot caller maintain confidence in what they're calling now if you're Ghost? That's the big thing. I'm not worried about Ghost starting to miss abilities or anything like that, but in those micro moments, okay, we just picked 2. Are we going gold? Are we going tower? Are we going fire? The guy who's made those calls has gotten you leads, but you've also lost these last few games.
Yep.
And if you feel like your shot calls have been good, but your individual players have been making the mistakes, then how does the shot caller keep faith in his individual players in order to still make those calls, assuming they're going to make the right calls? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
There is a Paul shadow looming over the Ghost decision-making.
Neil buying hog for the purple invade.
Some credit. I think it takes a lot of stuff I don't have to let Paul play Scylla again. I mean, these guys are not inting. They understand that Paul won that game last game. They know they've got to deal with him and they're going to win this. It's not an oversight. It's not a mistake. This is the finals of the World Championship on the biggest stage, and Ghost led it through again. Not pride overcoming them. They think they've got an answer here. And that's tough to do, man. That is incredible.
Chat, I cannot believe that they left the Scylla open.
To play anything just as well as this Scylla, but this is such a strong pick right now with such a high percentage. All convinced to win.
Not many things can shock me anymore.
The problem is it's such a rhythm.
I've been playing Smite for so long.
You have to, if you think you're going to land,
but maybe it's just different from playing the game to watching the game.
If you're going to land the I'm a monster off the Sikkim before they use their beat,
yeah, that's why he backed. He backed for a hog. He's also been funneling Zap, so Zap can get Devos. Neil's not been taking much farm at all here.
In this set, he is literally in.
That's the most unfortunate Scylla 2 ever. I hate when that happens.
Oh, I didn't see what happened.
Exactly. Like he has left the mortal.
I like Twig on this character though.
Of play that he's brought to this set, and you just go.
Dude, why? Wait, they're not invading this red?
Credit to Ghost, man. I mean,
wait, what?
They're gonna get a lot of blame for it if they lose. But at some point, you gotta tip your cap to thinking that you.
He sold the hog, right?
Can make the adjustments you need.
I don't ever remember seeing him use it.
Neil? Or
like,
I assume he sold it.
Trusting it for that call to get made, I think as well, right? I mean, Because it's Twig you're lining up against
Yeah,
every single game. At the very least, Twig has got to be.
I feel like they should have been at that red. Unless they're farming for the next one, but then everyone's going to be on their boot spike, so they're basically going to be even.
Even, yeah. And Scylla is not weak at 6.
Sam is invading speed, though.
Yeah.
Because they know Fred is on the opposite
Nah,
side.
that's a mistake from Fred. He went greedy, went backcamps instead of speed.
This is much safer.
That's, oh my god, this is the most greedy Q rotation I've ever seen.
On the roster, fine, okay, right here in order to support. This is a great start for Ghost Gaming with just pressure around the map. They haven't gotten any kills.
I just feel like if I'm PK, my mental is so good right now.
Yeah.
Like,
You won a game you weren't supposed to. You won a game that you were supposed to. You're winning everything.
Nope. Oh, they got speed, backs, and blue. Oh, it doesn't matter. They'll throw.
Yeah, they'll throw them at.
Like,
That's exactly what I was hilarious.
Their mental has to be just perfect right now. Like, don't worry, boys. I'm in this situation 2 games in a row. Like, these guys will throw. They've been throwing all day.
Yeah, and you know Zap's saying that too.
Yep.
Mistakes in team fights.
I mean, literally, all they have to do is stay calm.
Thank you. Yep, and just wait for the missed call. What up, Zero Bees Knees? Explicit Bees, Sacred. Welcome. Thank you, Rank. Appreciate it. We shot call for Ghost PBM.
Heal him so effectively. The real question mark that I have is not how insane that I'm.
Do you think Twig goes blink here?
I want to be able to slow it down and go back and
yeah.
Look. How did Ghost lose the 4v?
Aegis is so good for Scylla, but even if you use Aegis for Scylla, it doesn't even feel good as a Hebo. Like you have to do that. You're not gonna do because you're far from damage. You know she's gonna dash. It's like okay, Aegis, that's free.
Yep.
Okay, he goes for the red invade and he got it.
No
Big.
way.
Cubo lost speed. Cubo lost backs. Just got blue. Didn't get mid wave and lost red.
Well, this is Kivo's comfort. Please.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, bro. Yo, guys, go to my Twitter as soon as
hit their shots too, and somehow PK found a way to get it done on the backside of that fight. And now Ghost, I mean, you have got.
So if you didn't hear, go to Choplo's Twitter for something. Gotta be someone. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of an ego thing to
get pumped up about it if they find an early lead here. It just
no, I mean from our perspective, the Scylla band just looks so standard and expected.
Panda out here taunting.
I mean, Panda's trying to get his mental back in check. I don't blame him.
I feel that. Good try. Dude, Scylla is so safe. I honestly, like, people have asked me for years, why is Scylla never good? I've always said she's so good. He missed ult. Oh no, this is something that he does all the time.
Yep.
But no kill. Clean ult, bro. So clean. He's so locked in right now. You might panic there in B's, you know what I mean? But just immediately all walk away. No kill potential.
I was surprised that he couldn't kill there.
Nah, no way. You have to auto 2, 3. That's all you got. You chase with a jump, you never catch, and then now you're out of position for camo.
Do you think you order your abilities differently there? Oh no.
Nah, he has beads. So if you blink 3-2, he just beads and then ults. So I guess you get the beads, right? So that would have been better.
I was thinking if you like blink or you ult like you did, and then you go for like the long range 2 off your 3.
Yeah, then auto 3. It would be so close.
Yeah, I just
You'd
feel
be really
like
out of position.
it seemed like there could have been a kill there, but I'm not sure. I feel like sometimes the Wiggins 2 hits me for like 500 and sometimes it hits me for like 300. So
he was at 9. He was at 7, so that's level 4. 4 levels into 2. The extra level is huge.
This has got to be the guy to step up here from Ghost Gaming. Not that I thought Sam had a much better game 2 than that of game 3. He really played well, I thought, in game 2. Didn't go out.
Nah, Sam didn't play well that game 2. He had a good 3 minutes, and then there was nothing after that.
It's really up to the rest of Ghost.
The biggest thing this game is PBM does not have a level lead and Sam does.
Putting the ball in Sam's hands.
Yeah, so it's on Sam.
Yep.
Cameron's missed everything. It's a good blue invade. I love it.
I agree with this. I think they should have been funneling Sam.
This is good. This is real good. No, he missed it. Oh, nice pull, but nothing. If he lands a 3, he dies there.
Yep. You get knocked up so high off of Willis. Oh no! Oh, I thought he got that.
but Ghost continue their pressure on the farm.
Yeah, but Kama's having a really rough time right now. He's losing everything.
Tagging along with Sam wherever he goes, and now
He is an absolute trash character from behind.
Yeah, you need damage or you're useless.
Or one Ragnarok away from being first blood now that you don't have those.
I'm still just like completely calm. I just feel that they still can't lose.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. I'm leaning towards PK even with a 2K gold lead. If this was 2 games ago, I'd be like, oh, this is over.
Composition requires them to run aggressive options.
And there's been no objectives, and they have what, a 3K lead, like.
Or anything like that. He's going blink. That's not really.
How do they lose this, man?
There's not this massive discrepancy.
They're just shot calling has been off, man. They try to pressure like the way they have been, but they're making mistakes on going for too much.
Selfish relics all around.
And now after down 2, like I feel like you're in your head a little bit.
Yep.
Like you need something to go your way really well, and then you start being in momentum. But right now there's no momentum, I feel.
Also, I love Neil's choice of going just straight into sovereignty here.
Yeah, the only thing you're dying to is the backline, and it's OP versus 4 Fizz.
And if Hebo's using buttons on you, I'm pretty sure you're winning the fight.
That means they ain't on Scylla until it's killing everything.
Yep.
If some of that's a bit cleaner, maybe that fight is a bit more in reach.
Scary's kind of in trouble here.
So now we're seeing
Beads, nice play,
Scary.
Scary, clean.
Does not get pulled in. He uses those purification beads.
It's a problem with the Willix. Honestly, PBM has not had an impact on taking beads, and everything that he's done has just been beads.
Around here with the way that this set has gone so far. Pyromancer getting low.
Dude, imagine.
Around, but he's not gonna be able to see
Oh, he dies.
Good job.
What?
Now Mike right on
What?
top.
Yeah, how do you not ult that? No, that's hesitation. I haven't seen that for gold.
Yeah.
And I think now
Hard to agree with that.
Oh
bro.
my lord, I've never seen PBM make a mistake like that.
That's different.
That's weird.
It hasn't mattered to PK at all. Now in this game, they're way out in front, even with
That is.
again, as we said already, very, very impressive.
That play scares me more than anything else.
Yep.
To kind of turtle up a little bit and be ready for their opportunity when it as Ghost maybe thought they would go for goal 3 for a second, but give up on it.
Actually,
So far behind in this game. I mean, he's down 2.5 full levels.
I completely support PBM's decision making there.
Why?
Hitting into double digits.
Because the way that they're losing this game is over chasing. The way they lost every game is over chasing, going for the kills that don't matter. You just got the objective. Even if you get that pick on Neil, it doesn't matter.
I see where you're coming from. That makes sense to me. So like, what you're saying is, it's what you lost you the game. It doesn't make that much of a difference if you do get the kill. So just the discipline is better than it is just a free kill because Ghost is in their own head.
Yep, I completely agree. And I mean, there's goods and bads to that whole decision there, but in my opinion, there's more good than bad. I mean, initially for us, it definitely looks super sus, and you're like, okay, that's free, just ult that. But every single time they've taken this overextension fight, they have lost.
Yeah,
And
like if Ghost is 1-0, they do that. They're down 2-0, they're like, nah, okay, let's just play smart boys.
Let's just go the objectives, get the objectives for free. If they contest, cool. We can fight them. If they don't contest, we get it for free.
Oh, this goal is looking kind of free. That was sketch. That could have been stolen.
And then they just reset, don't take the fight. This is all you have to do.
That is the beads. We're talking about a different aspect of the game. On paper, in the game, that ult, he beads, yeah, but you get beads for ult. That's a worth every time. So, but what we're talking about is mentally, it's better that PBM didn't do that.
Yep.
We're talking about a different. Oh yeah, am I not pushing talk?
Oh, I thought we were on something.
No, I was trying to explain to chat because chat was like, "What do you mean you're an idiot?"
You gotta educate your chat better.
We're trying.
They see the micro play, they don't see the macro play.
With the charge praying, so Mike can clear the way, keep this tier 1 standing. Not bad kind of defense play between those two from Ghost.
And this is exactly where PK should be playing it. Your right side of the map is super far behind. Let Zap get aggressive. Let Neil come over here and be a difference maker. Paul
Yeah,
not that
changing
far behind.
Ghost changing their playstyle is actually so
At
good
least in
here.
XP, we're looking at
Just
1,000
keep
gold
the
difference.
constant gold lead going up. You don't have to do any
That's a
crazy
combination of all
plays.
these invades, global objectives,
You just need to
going
play your
Ghost's way,
comp
and
the way it
probably
should
a
be
couple minions
played.
going under tower.
Just get the towers when you can get the towers, get the objectives when you can get the objectives, go for the buff invades when it's free,
This right side of the map. Scary
and just
Predator
make those
simply too far
plays.
behind.
That's all you have to do.
Focus any aggression at all.
The
Let's
fact
get
that Ghost is
happening.
taking this slower is actually so much better.
Call from so far.
I think they had to have done like a team talk.
That man again does not overreact. Holds onto the relic. Speeds finally come out. Wants to see the Ragnarok as Mike gets plucked in. There's a heart bomb in the equation. Neil Ma low.
That is actually
That one, in that they use both ults
so
and
disrespectful with his actives.
And the ult out from Neil.
Look, and it's not a surprise for Ghost Gaming to understand exactly what we were just talking about here on the cast.
Yeah, I don't have a dumb chat. You guys are so
PK's allowed to
smart.
be aggressive. They know where they don't need any
And that's
help.
literally
They
one
need any
situation,
help
Dikino.
on that right-hand side. They need help on the left to make sure that things don't all of a sudden
Literally
get in
one
an
1v1.
advantageous position.
Not like PCAT fanboying right now, but it's literally just one situation. Literally just one fight.
Kubo should be out of there and safe, but everything he had that kept him alive is gone. But that's one thing. How
And
much more can we count the ult
Zap is just
win for Ghost? 'Cause they have not
no
really
respect
good
with his actives. Like, oh, you're cube building.
jungle a bit, though, so they still
Try me,
win as
bro.
far as that's concerned.
I mean, he did do the right decision there by holding the beads for the Fennel, which is the thing that you would die to.
Now with- or closer to five, I
But it
suppose.
just looks
I like
really
that
funny.
that they're still playing their own pace regardless.
Which is wild that yeah, they aren't getting any
Ghost
kills,
or what?
PK is really
Yeah.
doing the exact
Yep,
same thing
I
that
completely
Scary's doing
agree.
all set.
Like they haven't slowed down. Like it's not like a 2K gold leader, 3 or 4. It's a 7K. Like they're still
Mhm.
playing
I'll sit on
fast
that.
paced.
That's fine.
Which is also, in my opinion, going to make PK a little bit more antsy, because First Blood hasn't happened in 16 minutes,
Yep.
which is actually insane. And they're
Yeah,
just
I feel like
playing
PK
for the
feels good,
objectives.
there is a breaking
They both feel good.
where they're too
Mhm.
far behind to make the plays to come back. It wasn't the lead in game one. It goes
That man
back
going in.
game two either.
Panda Cat is in trouble this time. Aegis
Oh,
Oh,
they caught
Chubo.
him. Now,
stuns
and he
two.
misses one.
It's
He
still
misses
getting
two.
Ghost get the pyro.
And he's gonna die for it.
Cat alone, but has he done enough to make
Bro,
this
he
kill?
whiffed
Wait,
everything.
what?
What a
He
play
whiffed
from
everything,
Panda
bro.
Cat.
If he lands it 2, he lives.
Blood does go over to the Knights, but he at least gets something back.
And that's where Fred has to be.
Rough
You can't find
one.
anywhere on
I mean,
Rough.
it is First Blood,
Really
smile.
does a good job.
Yes.
Maybe could have lived if he had used that Aegis a little bit better.
No
too.
beads.
Right, it didn't really get much value from his all as Mike has that man in the clutch.
Bad ages.
In comes
Oh.
Sam to clean up a free, and I mean FRE.
I mean,
They're
that's a
going to
classic
Zap Man.
Aegis
Great
from
work
Steve.
from Mike to set it up.
No Aegis now. for Zap.
Patient throughout all sets. Just ages and shit. I should have.
This is Zap Aegis through and through. 1 HP. Alright.
No ult, no bees. I get out of here, boys.
He might have been thinking that he's not gonna Wheelix 2 instantly and trying to make the, like, 5-head play.
Yeah, but no dash, bro. I mean, you're just so dead in every way.
Yeah.
Now remember, you
No
talked about the
ult, no
breaking point
beads,
in
no
these
team.
games. I think we saw it last game, right? The breaking point, I think, would have been
Where's
the
Paul?
Giant that never
And then
was.
again, Zap is 2-0 in the finals. So we need to shut up, me and you right now.
Agreed.
Big time heroic.
Zap,
We
you're
need to
playing
start talking
perfectly.
shit. He's actually playing
That's what
perfect.
Ghosts have to do. They have got to clean up even more.
This is all part of the plan.
They need to be
Spirit
aggressive
Rope
to make sure they stop Paul
Bubble.
Or Magi's?
finding a way to get
Yeah, I like
PK
Bubble.
in these games.
I mean, the zone on
It's
that
it's
far
hard to
side
pull
was
other than
good
Hebo
against
3.
everyone not
Mhm.
named Paul, but the man named Paul is the one you really have to worry about.
Okay, this lead is getting a
He's insecure in the
little
form of
scary.
Hebo, but you have
This like gold is everything, I feel.
secure.
They get this gold, they're just running out fire. Like, all right, these dudes are giving up everything.
Doesn't put
Yep.
you wildly out of position to use it in terms of confirming an objective. I think you have to keep in mind if every time Paul's up, you cannot do an objective if he's around. You have to force him out. And they did that. in
And
game
Choo
one.
Choo is 2 levels
They
up
did
and
it
he's
too.
better late.
Still, we don't have fine okay in this battle as the Knights
Bad
are
pluck.
aggressive. Panda Cat the target.
Ult
Here's
for
the
ult.
on Neil Ma, and Mike follows it up with the brutalize.
Oh, Zap, where's Zap?
Wait,
Where
was
the hell
Zap?
is he
Swear has deleted
Where was
that
Zap?
man.
Zap, hello?
And look how far back Sam is. Was that man there?
That's like, hey, I thought we were diving here, guys.
Zap's in there at the red buff. He's like, yo, I was 1v1 with Willix. Where are you guys?
No.
He ulted in and beads.
Oh, Zap's the madman.
I don't.
Oh,
You can't.
oh, Zap's hilarious, bro. His gameplay makes me laugh, bro.
I don't think that they should be counting their chickens quite yet. They have yet to have one hatch. All
Okay.
Not at all.
If
Instead,
ghosts
they just
continue
stuck
playing
the
like
zero
this,
up there for
They
him.
can close out.
Has not
Yep.
yet turned into anything more.
This game should be absolutely free. They're just
Yeah,
not
like-
giving PK the chance
And they're spreading this
to
map
make a
out bit
play.
more. I wonder if this might not be a bad way for Ghost to go about it. Instead of giving PK a chance to kind of
Zap's food got there, so you have to get off right quick. He thought it'd be over by now.
Yeah,
Wait, they haven't thrown yet? Oh, unlucky guys. Can we pause? No,
no
it's,
pause.
it's Worlds.
Alright.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Different times in the late game over the course of these last few days. SSG should have had it.
I like how
Radiant
Fine
should've
got
had
an
it,
urchin.
and Ghost should have had it. And here
He
we
loves
are
that item.
with the Pittsburgh Knights 1 game away from
No, we're
the
not
Pittsburgh
fighting
Knights
for
1
20
game,
minutes?
so
Okay.
Yeah, Urchin is a good spot here.
I would agree with you that, yeah, splitting the
Don't
map
worry,
makes sense to
we'll
me,
fight
but
eventually.
I'll get 6 stacks from Zap.
Macro has been near flawless throughout this tournament. Think back to their end call up against Radiance in Game 4.
I mean,
Titan is sub 1,000
I feel like my commentary and thought process would be completely different if I hadn't just watched the last 2 games.
100%.
I'm still just sitting here chilling like, oh yeah, PK can probably still win this game.
Yeah, I'm like, they just steal fire, then just wipe them with Silo, and they win the game. Easy.
But the last 2 games I've been like, oh yeah, there's literally no way they can win this.
The last 2
And then-
games, I'm like, oh, they're down 500 SG. It was fun,
Yeah.
though.
They were pressuring perfectly.
Yep, and just throwing in the execution.
And honestly, this could have been a 3-0 for Ghost.
Amen.
I don't know, man. Like,
And I've talked all set about being able to take
I
the
don't
side
know.
lane pressure that they've really been focusing on and transitioning it into the mid lane. But do you want to be anywhere near where Paul is
I
at
do
this
not.
point? This dude is red hot in the mid lane. So normally I would say, yeah, you should be grouping and getting this tier 1 mid, but
Neil
that's
has
Paul's domain
300
right now, man.
experience
I
per
don't know if I do
minute.
want to be there, even with a 9,000 gold.
Been a
lead
wave
in
in
20
like 2
minutes.
games.
Level 12.
Gotta think he's online.
Didn't get a chance to use it last time, so maybe that just won't come up. But it does scare me a little bit. Paul's gonna have some chances to blow some of these members up without a defensive relic to help. They've got the beads though, at least on Sam and Twig and Panda Cat to help them out. Those are the members that are really gonna suffer if they end up getting caught. But you
I
might
feel
want to
like
spend a little
if
bit of extra
PCAT
money
went
in terms
Fail
of-
Not Here, he'd get a lot of
Not
value
Paul's lane,
for
they're
the
gonna
Hachi
try and make
ults.
it work on this right-hand side,
Yeah,
or
for the
left-hand side,
Cupid.
excuse me.
Yeah, because like going for that play he just went, the trading ult play. Actually, maybe he's just testing the waters for Steve.
Considerable amount of time
Could
based on
be.
where Scary is on the
Yeah,
map.
Steve hasn't respected literally anything.
Pull a bit of an okey-doke and head back towards mid, take
It's
the
crazy how PK's plan this game is literally they will throw. That is their plan from what they're showing right now. They're so confident in that right now. It's just crazy.
Not gonna move right over to the Fire Giant in this spot.
They have not done anything to show face.
It's absolutely chilling. These guys won't go fire. Let me push. Let me split
Right?
push.
There's a portal with, I guess they have vision control, so I guess that's okay.
I mean, even still, if they pulled fire, there's no way Steve's making it there.
Yeah, he's going tier 2, so that's not a bad trade for 22-minute fire.
Mike has now found Zapman alone in the jungle. Doesn't get any relics out from him. Does force the ultimate yet
But he got purple. Worth for Zap.
Yep.
22-minute purple late game.
I mean, Zap mentally is training up here.
This mental so it just went up like 10 points from it being that purple.
It's like the 3rd time he's been on the enemy side of the map. The other time was when he had to solo the Wheelix.
And he died with he lost Aegis, died, but got the purple, so worth.
Mhm.
Okay. 4v4.
I mean, Scary has to know the space level is positioning.
Twig is
Yeah.
popping. Really good damage. Oh, he late beads. Oh, PBM is soloing Zap. Oh, this is 2 free kills. Oh my lord. He just
Wait.
soloed Zap.
Wait, what?
He just soloed Zap.
Much cleaner from Ghost Gaming this time around, but Paul still on the map.
Yeah, they're not going fit. No 50-50 this time. You guys gonna show face? I'm killing all of you guys. He's nice bead. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Good cancel. Good Aegis. Good root. By God, Paul's a mechanical genius.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a
god.
wide. But
that
it's not
Paul's-
game though.
Is that Paul's first death?
Yeah.
I mean, like, of the set?
Oh, maybe. But honestly, chasing that far, I mean, yeah, you get FG, but there's nothing. I mean, you get only 2. Okay, never mind. The only setup is fire.
How does Mike win the 1v1 with Zap over there alone in 2-0? That
Honestly, nah, they can't defend. Yeah, just go farm.
Okay, Zap had to troll that 1v1.
Yeah, he had thorns.
But he had Aegis.
That's why I didn't love the Hachimon pick up against Ghost. You know they're really.
I don't know. Fenrir BaRRaCCuDDa is kind of OP. I mean, I guess you dash away stun, position him to dash away stun. And then he just jumps again because he has Pridwin.
Okay, Zepp had to just play that lazily because he was right next to his tier 2. There's no way. There's no way Fenrir can tank the tier 2 the whole time.
I feel like Fenrir could. I mean, he was kind of low though. He was kind of low to begin that fight. He was like 60%. So you just brutalized jump, and he had no beads. I don't know. And PBM is really good mechanically too.
And the Pridwin and ult proc will what, do like 500 total, maybe 600?
Yeah, maybe 600. And then if you mess up a little bit on that Thorns, you're guaranteed dead.
Yeah. I wish I went back and watched it.
Yeah, like a replay.
Wait. Actually, true. Why is that not going like Berserkers or Void here?
Yeah, versus a 4 physical. That's a mess up. And he's been doing it all. I think he just forgot.
Or just a lack of respect. I mean, against their team comp, you're gonna get hit by Coca-Cola in every fight.
And Fenrir.
And Fenrir.
And a Willix, probably.
I mean, I'd be slamming
Berserker Void.
the double defense crit here.
Crit?
Like, yeah, I have to outbox the Willix. If the Willix ever
Makes
gets on me
sense.
without crit, I just lose.
That makes good. That makes a lot of sense. But I don't play Hunter.
Any other team, any other situation. Right.
Yeah, I've been loving the. I was going Berserkers, Fail Not, sometimes Wind Demon, sometimes
Yeah, Wind
Void.
Demon. If you needed more pen, Wind Demon, right?
Yep.
If you just needed to live.
You have 45% pin and crit in that build. And then I'd go like Executioner in my boot slot or like Kins or whatever. It actually felt so good every time I played with it.
This is a free bird. Horrible defense. Finally a little deep though. They're there to help him. Oh, bad block, I feel.
That Scylla Crush did literally nothing.
Oh. Oh my god, Twig just got solo without ulting, bro. What? That was a mistake.
Yeah, what happened to Fred?
He just fell asleep at the keyboard. His chair failed on mid-fight after punching it like that.
Honestly, I still don't know if Ghost win this game.
Yeah, Ghost wins. They gave up way too much. Like, they were way too faithful in them throwing.
And hey, I mean, I don't know if we can keep doing that, but that's a great place for them to be if you're Ghost as they move into the middle Phoenix. Mike is trying
The mind game between PB and Paul right there.
Yeah, Scylla just can't play. Nice Cupid ult. Scary's in trouble. Good beads. Nice knockup. He's done.
That knockup looked laggy.
Kind of. That's game. GG's.
Nope, it's still not over.
Nah, definitely.
It's not over.
Unless Paul just whips out another ult.
It's not over.
Still not over.
It's still not over.
That just spawns.
Right here. Ghost had just converted those leads they had in games 1 and 2
Yep.
like we feel like they should have. That's been the Ghost early game that we've seen.
That's what happened to us 3 games in a row.
Yep. That's scary for PK, honestly.
They kept the map split. Mike did such a good job in this game of just keeping the carries out of these fights.
Yeah, honestly, big play by Mike to not ult that Sobek. It set the mental pace for the whole game. Like, that was...
They've done one, though. Can they put PK to bed? Maybe the
I
Deaths
don't
can
know.
break that down.
That's how Ghost should have played the last 2 games, to be honest.
Yep. Just play him clean. Just play him nice and normal.
Yeah, don't take anything that's over like 60%. I mean, not over 60. Over like under 70%. Like, you just take everything that's favored for you and don't overextend.
Yep. I mean, that literally just showed the difference
In team.
Yep. And just mental overall. They were playing against PK like PK was just a bad team that wouldn't do anything. And then every time they overextended, they would throw. Like, this should have been a 3-0 for Ghost, I think.
I feel that too. And that eats your brain. So, you know, shout out to them for like not letting it get to them.
Dude, can you imagine if this set goes all 5 games and every early game is just like that?
Yeah, that's gonna be the worst SWC.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean,
it will be kind of boring because it's just like, all right,
what
Ghost...
should have happened got extended for 5 games.
Yep. And it's like Ghost has another 8,000 gold lead. Wow.
0-0 at 45 minutes.
But also, I mean, those kind of games that Ghost just played aren't fun to watch, but they're fun to play. It's
If
like
you're them.
everyone's staying clean. You're not making any mistakes anywhere. You pushed your leads where you needed to push them. And they didn't ban the Scylla pick, you're right. So, you know.
Yeah, that's good to win that clean. But I think it has to do with their comp. They changed their comp against the Scylla. Like the Fenrir, like they should have just won with that Fenrir in the first game. I mean, that's why I feel like they just messed up. Like,
Yep.
I don't think the picks were the problem. So, I guess I agree not banning Scylla.
I can't believe the mental though, not ban Scylla.
Yeah, that's tough. It's like, but I feel like those type of guys, you know, together, like when you know them, it's just like that. They're quick to call each other out. Like, yo, we didn't lose because of picks. Like, we lost because we threw.
So they can call out like literally everyone on their team for making like an individual play or like mistake.
Mm-hmm. And Sam looked clean on that at Willix.
Honestly, there wasn't like too many individual plays because they just didn't need to. Like, you just chill, you just win.
Yeah, that was just chess. I was just like, all right, we're gonna pressure here. They don't have numbers. I think Cubo, if anything, Cubo had a bad game.